Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Hitman 2, where we are playing another life today in Whittleton Creek, United States of America. Let's go in.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr.
Vermont.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
So we're fighting Providence now, together with Gray. And she is on board, apparently, because she likes us more. Find clues in and around Whittleton Creek to uncover the connection between Janus and Providence. Okay.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
And here we are in Vermont, Whittleton Creek, Vermont. Vermont should be northern east coast. I'm not 100% certain about every single one of the US states, as I'm certain that you also are not familiar with the 16 states that Germany is comprised of if you are living in the United States and have never been to Germany. I think my general knowledge of the US is okayish for someone who hasn't ever been there. So, let's find ourselves our targets.
Oh, I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do.
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
He's interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down.
Disguise yourself as a server.
Incident.
Okay. What's that over here?
No way. Ah, yes. I just love to clean up other people's mess.
That was easy.
I know it's top priority, but Yes, I know the mission will be successful.
And we can disguise as him. Okay, I might be blind. No, there it is. Pick a blueberry muffin. Poison that with a magic red poison. Okay, this is going way too easy. I don't like the hand-holdiness.
Oh, no! I don't feel so good. Oh, no!
Okay. Let's hope that nobody sees us. And we're the salesman now.
Mr. Cassidy, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go. You know which one it is, right? Last one on the right, far end of the road.
The key is just in here. That's great. We got a note. Cleaned the place as requested. I was told the real estate agent would pick up the key, so I put in the flower pot next to the door. Okay, come in.
Finally. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly used for watching television and other recreational purposes. Large room with 2 easy-to-get-to exits. Dark floors hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
That's all fine. Is there more to this house, though?
This is the upstairs hallway. It connects all the rooms up here. Add a few closets or a large box in a corner, and the room's practical value becomes apparent.
What about storage possibilities? Anything of that nature you could show me?
A spare bedroom, in case you have a lot of house guests. It could also be used as an upstairs office, or a storage space with easy access to the attic above.
Interesting, I suppose, but not really something that seals the deal for me.
Here we have the master bathroom. Shower, toilet, double sinks. Perfect for the busy couple, and large enough to allow for privacy, even when occupied by 2 people at the same time.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy this place. Let's move on.
Yet another room up here. I suppose you could use it as an office or recreational room of some sort. Maybe a place to store your memorabilia.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling it in here. What else can you show me?
This is the downstairs bathroom. Useful when cleaning off after a messy day of work.
That's all fine. Is there more to this house, though?
The kitchen. Gas stove. Vinyl floors, which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
Your standard garage. Spacious enough for someone to set up a gym or training area. With some added soundproofing, an enterprising individual could use this for many things.
Interesting, I suppose, but not really something that seals the deal for me.
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe of some sort.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting.
Obtain the vault keycard. And unlock the vault door.
Still waiting for that vault door to open.
I can't do the rest of the presentation because he wants to see the freaking vault. Okay. So we...
Any luck yet?
Nice
Yes.
work, 47.
This is more
Let's hope he
like
doesn't set off the
this I
alarm
could
somehow.
use. Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, They don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code. Just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined.
What? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
I suppose that's not unreasonable. And this vault unit looks quite versatile.
Are we done with this? Mission story completed. Okay.
Climate control and explosive laser security.
All the comforts of home.
Yes. No, don't turn it back!
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
You got killed by the security system. That's not nice.
Yeah, Doc, I know. But this batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want?
A lawsuit between Janus and a local resident. It might be just what we're looking for. Batty lives in number 432.
This was marked on the map, this house. There it is.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
There's a freaking camera in there? Of course there is. What do we have here? Surveillance tape.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before.
The Ark
This is a
Society.
good find, 47.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
We can play them back here.
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins.
The Washington twins,
The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues.
Okay, we're supposed to go to Janus now.
Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well.
Yes.
I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
That's a nice looking statue. What's that? Is this the Soviet guy? Almost looking like it. More like...
Oddball nurse is at it again.
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds. Spends more time with them than he does with Janus.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past him and I have to tell you, he gets into some pretty personal stuff with everything. He shared his opinion on Janus. Let's just say it's not exactly overwhelmingly positive.
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment. Sounds like a good way inside Janus's house.
Well, cranky old men don't tend to be very likable. Maybe if you don't get along with the elderly, stay away from a career where you make personal house calls.
Okay, that guy. How do we get that guy
You know what I like about you guys?
away from the other guy?
So chill. Not like Janus. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete...
Please, no!
Don't turn around too soon. Thank you. More like this. And disguise as a nurse. I am the nurse. Good day, sir.
He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around
The guy who wrote that is
It's
dead.
not a novel. I think it's a journal or a diary. He's one of
We
the
killed
security
him,
people
Patient
working over
Zero,
at that
the
old Russian
author.
guy's house. It's got to be something from the old man's archives.
Oh.
If that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past. Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the Constant.
And Janus's diary.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
New guy, huh?
The regular guy is indisposed. I'm here to take care of Mr. Janus.
All right, just ring the doorbell. Someone will be with you in a moment.
Who are you?
Must be pretty thankless work.
Where's Lafayette?
So, you know,
He's
thanks.
not well.
Well, hopefully it's something serious. I wouldn't mind if Lafayette was replaced permanently. He's an insufferable bore with a room temperature IQ. But if you're the new guy, you'll need to be on time. I have a busy schedule, you know. You have a very distinct face, my friend. Eastern European, am I right? But more than that, a refined mix of cultures. You look almost like an artist's rendering of the perfect man. I knew a man once. A doctor. He would have found you quite interesting, I think.
Going in here. No security cameras here.
Sir. So, back to this thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen as possible before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Well, while Mr. Janus fills his lungs, I'd like a quick word with you. Please, come with me.
Come with him? Yes.
All right, new guy. I know this looks like a relaxed operation, but I run a tight ship. Nobody gets alone time with Janus unless I know them, and I don't know you. So here's what I'll do. I'm going downstairs to run a security check on you. It should only be a few minutes. In the meantime, you wait in the study. We'll lock the doors and my men will make sure you don't accidentally wander off. I'm sure you understand. Please, wait in there.
"47, you have to find a way out of there. I can't possibly construct a viable ID for you in time. I'll have Miss Hall remotely interfere with their search, but we can't keep it up for long."
Door is locked. Only way out is attic. I don't like how this is going. Medic poison, we might need that. Okay, go out.
Well, that was certainly an interesting turn of events. Still, no rest for the wicked, 47. You could probably slip back inside and give Janus his health check while his bodyguard is busy. Just be mindful of the patrolling guards.
I'm back. I suggest we go to the bathroom now.
All right. Let's go then.
Why would I give him cigarettes? He has freaking lung cancer. That's not healthy. Assume that's another way to get rid of him, sneak in, and without being seen, place
Jeez.
a freaking pack of cigarettes there. God, no.
I could have sworn.
We're taking the weird long way around because we don't want them to see us for longer than 2 seconds. And this works. Health check. At least this works perfectly. The problem is he's going to ID me, the other guy.
Nicely done, 47. It's time for Janus to pay for his crimes.
You know, you remind me of someone I met a long time ago.
Interesting.
A young boy in Romania.
Tell me more about this boy.
Now I was interested, all of a sudden.
At last, the actions of the first Constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still.
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead. All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found.
There's another clue
Once
here,
we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
But let's take the bus out of here. Gifts and curses.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes, found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
Sounds right.
We'll take it.
Easy. Go in, snatch person, go out. Easy. So the Ark Society will be the next one up. And where does it take place? On some island? On some island. How's that island called? Why didn't I get that? This one, we didn't get that cinematic. Did we miss another cinematic? I don't think so. We missed the cinematic.
How did you not see this coming? My God, we came this close. The old man could have buried us all. Our families.
Do you think you feel more betrayed than I do? Get some perspective, please. Janus is dead. Lucas Gray is about to join him.
And a cornered animal is twice as dangerous.
Let's be perfectly clear. We were not exposed. The threat is neutralized. We are back on track.
Even so, from this point on, we expect you to take...
No. There is no way I'm doing that. How can you question my loyalty?
In case treachery is contagious.
Do you really want to do this to me?
Is there a problem, Secretary?
No problem whatsoever, Madam.
Okay. What does he do?
Here's to loyalty.
It's a trekking ship.
My man on the island confirms that the Constant has arrived. We head out at sundown. Here, in case the crew get ideas.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Gray? You had a chance to walk away. Why didn't you?
A year ago, I'm working security for this banker, Cobb, only to find out he's a Providence operative. I'd been running for decades, only to wind up where I started. We've all got barcodes on the back of our heads. Most people just never notice.
Because you have hair.
47 told me about your parents. How did they die?
Car bomb. Surrey, 1989. Company named Blue Seed didn't care to pay for their mistakes. But I like to think no one's untouchable.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You feel it, don't you? Unlike him, you feel it all. Everything you've done.
It's a dangerous thing. Having a conscience.
I'm so glad that I saw that we missed the cinematic there, because I assume it would have played if I had clicked like next one directly, then it would have played before the Ark Society, which is happening on the Isle of Scale. It's over here where they say which country that's in. North Atlantic. Yeah, wow. Thank you. But that's... since I always go out and then start my episode from this menu, we would have missed this cinematic. So I'm glad that we watched it. It was very interesting. Okay, so the Ark Society on the Isle of Scale in somewhere in the northern Atlantic. We'll see that tomorrow. Have a nice day. See you then.